Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are. It is the 10th of December, and we are trading Nasdaq as per usual. How do I do this? To log into the chat here, but it doesn't load. Anyways, I was knocked out a couple of days, namely the last 2 days. No, since Saturday. That's 4 days. But I'm back now. And we will have a look. So today, news-wise, well, it's NFP today, isn't it? FOMC. FOMC. So it's Wednesday. We have FOMC minutes at 7 o'clock UK time, and at 7:30 is the press conference. So usually loads of volatility around the 7 o'clock, and then between 7 and 8, while Powell speaks, the market does something stupid, and from 8 onwards it does the real move. At least that's my observation. So let's have a look. Here there is this monthly, i.e. weekly, still not tapped, and we can tap it. Why would we not? Oh, just 340 points away. Why not? But it's still a level nevertheless. If not, this whole thing is now, well, it's currently holding up. As long as you're holding up and the EMAs are green, you're holding up. There is, I would like it to just come down here, take all of these lows, and then you got the 50 here, something like that. Would line up perfectly. Previous resistance turns into support. 10% down on the NQ. I don't rule this out, because at the end of the day, the EMAs can stay green. All you do is you just touch down here, clean up all of this liquidity, bounce from previous resistance, turn into support, 23,000, nice round number, and you continue the madness. It's just what needs to happen to come down here. That's the question. And obviously it's going to be news. It's just the chart says we want to come down here, potentially. But we're not going to get there today. That's a couple of weeks in the making. The immediate targets are, well, we can take this. In anticipation of the rate cuts today, That would make sense, and we just keep squeezing up, and then you sell the news. But who knows? It's just a target. And obviously the previous high of here, how far away is that? 173 points. Yeah. Nice. Also a target. On the daily. Yeah, it also lines up nicely with this little order block. Order blocks like to act as some sort of a magnet. Here, have we taken... We've just not taken it. We've just taken this one here. Is nice. Nice that we have taken that. Somehow I wouldn't be surprised if we just squeeze up one more time and then you give it back. Just keep these stupid little lows here. The market always does what you least expect. And we're currently dumping anyways. So if I expect it goes up, then we're going down. Anyways. Okay. That's that. There is no daily level. There's maybe a daily level here. But that's equally... daily with little levels. Yeah. Can I say anything else besides that? There are no levels, you just have all of this liquidity below. Okay. Copy link. We are still bullish. And then the 4 hour, what are we seeing here? It is slowly getting to the 50 here. And of course, why would you not just take this and blast higher once more? Here you got a nice 4 hour. You've taken everything. This is taken, this was taken straight away, this was taken, this was taken. This now is also taken. This is the only one available. Why would I not be surprised? Half-wick theory. So as long as the wick is support, it's support. Let's get rid of the daily opens here. And the V1. There we go. And yes, we are curling over. But you literally have to slice through. Generally, when you hit this 50 for the first time, you're not getting through. Why would I not be surprised if this just still bounces from here? Still goes higher because of the rate cuts. I'm gonna do because it's the only the only 4 hour that you have. Half the wick here. You've already tagged the close. Yeah, that's all I can say here. 4 hour only with half wick below and 50 as support. Get back up to 4 hour. Close. In anticipation of record. Oh shit. I mean, I would. Hey, damn it. Just conveniently, everything I typed is gone. Oh, this. Basically that. Hidden 4 hour. 4 hour. Whee! $50 below and half wick of 4 hour. Back up to 4 hour above and because you have taken this and you have taken this, is that, I mean, you could just take that level as well. Because as long as the bands are green and you're above the 50, I would expect just to bounce from the 50. The most naughty thing would be if you take this liquidity, as in this is the previous low, once more, and you dip, dip, and another dippery. So, most naughty move is to dip another time and keep ranging. And all you get is just a long ass 4 hour wick bouncing on some imaginary level that is not there. So I'll keep that there. That is my daily is also gone now. Whatever. No more levels here. There's only this liquidity. Has this been touched? Technically. No, it did it. I mean, if there's anything to be said about a range, you're in the middle of the range. So the best trades are at the top of the range or at the bottom of the range. So basically what I'm waiting for is for either side to be taken in today's context. There's the 1 hour. 1 hour, just take the side. Might range today until, what did I say, FOMC. It might be a boring day. Wait, this is not even ranging on the 1 hour. Is there any other levels over here? We do have some 30 minutes. Oh, this little order block is doing a fantastic job here. No one can close below you. But yeah. While I'm at smack bang in the middle, I don't want to try to pick sides if we're going higher or we're going lower. It's, well, 50-50, no? Anything here? And it can be a long wick down. Keeping in mind that there's the well, but I don't think we should be going that far down. Do we have any dailies? Is there a value area low? No, that one also got taken. Not really a level here. So market open in 2 minutes. And all I've said so far is I don't see any levels. Just take this and just take that. That is all I can see. Obviously this. But I want a long here and I want a short there. And on the way down, I want to see a couple of... What is that? Why is my mouse like that? I want to see a couple of steps going down like that. And then break one. Scalpy today. Good for lower. EMAs are pointing lower. 5 minutes also just turned around. But we are at the value area low. Let's have a look. What happens today? So the liquidity has been taken. And as always, we are looking for trapped shorters. So right now the 1 hour is pointing down, 15 pointing down, 5 pointing down, 1 is deeply red. And it looks like we are going down. Down, down, down we go. So there was never a long. Now in hindsight, you would see that the bullish engulfing turned into a red candle. And that's why we wait for candle closures. This is fantastic. Keeps dipping into the sauce. So that liquidity taken. No tan around. Well, can we go all the way down here? 496. Look at that. Funny how it took one slippery slope and a second slippery slope both times. Just takes it. There we go, some life here. But in the absence of a step, I just lines up another low here. This would really have to squeeze higher above here and close above there, because there is no indication here for a market structure change. Wowzers. This is pumping quite a lot. Look at that inverse fair value gap. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't trade these. How would I want to trade this? Like this. 2R. Just wait for a secondary entry somewhere. Way too much of a drawdown. There will be my 5-minute change. Well, first you have to close higher. And obviously we appreciate a good old white candle. Just a 5-minute just curled down. But in the range, the EMAs are not very great to trade. So this would be the first to close higher, if it's the first. Impulse, a couple of steps, and as soon as you close higher, we could long the reduced stop loss. 5-minute turning green. only if we close above the yellows. For example, this. But keeping in mind, we've actually not changed market structure meaningfully on the 1 minute yet. It would only be the first one. Rarely is the first one a good one when you're still below the 50. Let me make some coffee and come back to something maybe above VWAP. Hello. So we are reclaiming the EMAs. We are also attempting at closing the 5-minute higher, which we'll know in 2 3/4 minutes. What we can do in the meantime is we can assume that so there we go. Isn't that nice? It's just like a nice little push. So now on a bigger picture, I like this level here. But it can equally just reject from VWAP here. It's not a great setup yet. Yes, we have broken these highs. But I would like to see the first. I mean, obviously, I want to see that the 5-minute can close higher. Got a nice liquidity grab lower. And now we want to see that the 5-minute can indeed close higher. Got another minute for that. Also quite nice to see to actually get above VWAP as well. And not just willy-nilly reject from there. Because so far we're rejecting from there. And if you start closing below white candles again, there's your retouch of the trapped shorters. But are they trapped? Because the 5-minute hasn't closed higher. I mean, so far they are trapped here. But I have this sneaky feeling that we're going lower again. So, this is what I mean by the 5-minute has to close higher in order to go higher. Like, where to close here? No close. So we are just rejecting from this as an order block so far. You need one wiggle and maybe another one. Then you can call it a confirmed market structure change. And wow, there is my trapped short, my trapped shorters long. But you would do very well with giving me another higher high. And also actually closing the 5-minute above here. Until then, I don't know who to believe. Bulls or bears. It's not a setup for me. And I just watch. Because there is always another yellow candle appearing. That's the beauty of this. You're not short of yellow candles. The 15-minute is still very red. Not a single green candle. Look at this. Would you look at that? So basically what I'm waiting for is to confirm this. Like if I want a bullish 1 minute market structure, it has to first form it. This is step 1, break it. But in this context, in the 5 minute context, this is not very great. So this so far for me is still looking bearish. And I'm afraid we are currently still going lower. So this was your first 1 minute bearish that got that was lost. But we had the same yesterday. So just to remind ourselves what happened yesterday. So we had this. Well, we actually had it in this form. We did close lower here, but that is after, well, you can see it here, higher, higher, and then at one point you were going higher. So today okay. In 5 minutes we'll have the 1 hour candle closing bearish engulfing. Not very great. We also have taken the lows here. There we go, what a nice little dump. Quite nice when you look at market structure, it just tells you. Like I used to look at the 1 minute market structure and ignore the 5 minute. Is there anything bullish here? If you take out the noise, which is the wicks, I'm just going lower. 3 more minutes till the new hour. Still haven't taken a trade, by the way. There we go. So often happens where the opening range just gets a little weak, closes back inside, and goes to the other side. And well, the other side has some liquidity stacked with it. And I would appreciate if this comes down, makes a nice step and closes higher. Because that, for me, would be my long. So please reject this order block and head down lower to take the liquidity. But I don't like this setup. Also, the yellow candle is too big for me. Don't like it. But you can only trade what you get. I'm sticking to this. I don't always have to take the first step. So we're still neatly below the 50. The 5 minute hasn't changed any structure. So that's part of being patient. When there is nothing that fulfills your criteria, then you just sit on your hands and you wait for it. Took me a while to learn that. This is nothing that I want to get involved in. I don't see a setup for me. I don't trade these inverse fair value gaps. I'm waiting for this. Take the low, violate one of the yellow candles getting printed, and ideally with a bullish engulfing on this side. That's what I'm waiting for. In the meantime, the 15 minutes is red for me. The 5 minute hasn't changed any structure. Maybe now it does. This is just a slog to get through there. So this is now finally making something. If this now breaks that low, then we get a nice... What's wrong with my mouse? But... it's just this. You don't have to take every setup. And if it's not a setup, this is no bueno for me. There's some low resistance that can just slice through, and I'm waiting for that. It's FOMC, build up liquidity, both sides. So I'm just waiting for one to be taken. Come so close to these lows, don't take them. So this objective, you close higher, you will take the high once more. That has been achieved. Take this high once more. There's that 1 hour close. Lingering just there. Are we now doing this? Something like that. And the 5 minute has not closed higher. Magic. 50-minute also still red. 5 minutes made a bearish engulfing. We are within the 15-minute range. Are we printing a 5-minute bear bull? But I still want the lows to be taken. Just take the lows. I mean, if we continuously try to push higher, like this, and well, ideally this will push higher here, then we have more a case of a 1 minute change. See the 5 minute. So that is obviously this 5 minute. If you also close above here, that would be neat. Okay. Close above here, and this is the long. But I'm just thinking, why? Why would I want to do that trade? Why couldn't you just come and take these lows? You know what? I wouldn't take that either. I want this to at least come here. But I mean, just in case, it will be this trade. Little 3R. Still hitting the 50. Yes, it is bullish engulfing. It's just bullish engulfing at the red EMAs. I don't like it. I don't like it. Get me out of here. Take these bloody lows. I'm not interested in these low probability within the middle of the range kind of trades, okay? Just leave me alone with that. Give me a nice little leg down. Take this opening range low. Would you have gotten it? No. This candle would have gotten it. This is the same bullshit price action like yesterday, where it just slowly grinds up. Slowly. Like, what was this yesterday? Constantly going sideways. Only after this leg here, then it got a little bit cleaner. And there's a little retracement with a step, go higher, boom. This is the kind of setup that we're looking for. At this point you have breached it. 38 points. Yes. We're making higher highs, higher lows. I just see that the screen hasn't updated in a while. What is going on here? Whoa! What is this? Good lord. There's a load of bollocks here. I don't even know what to say. Why is that screen stuck?